Good evening. This is CTV News for Friday, April 19th. I'm Janine Samuels.
And I'm Patricia Vallone. Thank you for joining us this evening. Well, topping our news tonight, another deadly car crash in Prince George's County. This one in Capitol Heights. The victims, 4 adults. Byron Scott has our story.
This was the scene last night on the 5800 block of Sheriff Road in Capitol Heights. An SUV slammed into a utility pole, killing all 4 occupants. 2 were ejected. 2 were trapped and had to be extricated. This is what police told us.
At approximately 10:30 p.m., SUV vehicle was traveling westbound on Sheriff Road. For reasons that still remain under investigation, crossed over the center line and struck a utility pole. Unfortunately, 4 individuals were pronounced dead.
This was the scene this morning as work continued on that utility pole. You can see the pink road markings that show the trajectory of the vehicle. At least 3 mailboxes were knocked over. A small tree. At the point of impact, there is footwear, busted up car parts, a cell phone. Relatives of the 3 victims were at the scene but did not want to talk on camera. The man in this group tells us that his adult granddaughter and boyfriend were in the back seat, and they were the ones tossed from the vehicle, and that tomorrow is their son's first birthday. They also tell us that the 2 in the front seat were an aunt and her adult niece. As for the accident, the cause is still under investigation. In Capitol Heights, Byron Scott, CTV News.
And anyone with information about the accident is asked to contact police.
The National Weather Service has issued a tornado watch and a flood watch for the region. The tornado alert is in effect until midnight. The flood watch runs through 5 a.m. tomorrow. Total rainfall is expected to be between 1 to 3 inches with potentially higher amounts locally. There could be some flooding of roads and small streams and creeks. The damaging winds may cause power outages. Officials warn motorists to avoid driving in flooded areas.
With 3 cases of measles confirmed in Maryland, health officials are encouraging residents to check their immunization records. Measles is a highly contagious respiratory disease. The virus spreads through the air from coughing and sneezing. Health officials say measles is preventable if residents receive 2 doses of the vaccination.
Most important thing is check your immunization records. Make sure they're up to date. Now, if there's potential that they've been exposed, then you need to look out for symptoms. And those symptoms are a high fever of 101 degrees or greater, a cough, runny nose, and red runny eyes.
And the health department also says to contact your doctor if you believe you have been exposed to measles.
Uber, the ride-sharing company, has long struggled with hundreds of accusations of sexual assaults and rapes against drivers. The company is launching a new safety feature they hope will make drivers and passengers safer. Melissa Wright has more.
Uber, the ride-sharing company, is rolling out a new safety feature. This comes after Stephanie Josephson, a South Carolina student, was killed after she got into the wrong car she believed was her Uber. Now the ride-sharing service wants to make sure drivers are getting into the right vehicle. The company says they're adding a new push notification. Drivers should expect to see the notification in the app from the moment they get matched with a driver until the moment they start the trip, asking to reconfirm the right car. The alert is expected to roll out nationwide in the next coming days. Now, Uber is offering additional safety tips. They say your driver should see your name in their app and you should see their name in your app. To safely exchange names, you can say, "Who are you here to pick up?" And the driver could ask, "Who's your driver?" for peace of mind. The company says they've expanded background checks for drivers, and there are safety features to quickly connect users to emergency services if they found themselves in danger. Uber says it also has plans to set up safe pickup areas on college campuses following Joseph's death. Melissa Wright, CTV News.
Thank you, Melissa. Well, church doors are opening around the region today for special services. The First Baptist Church of Highland Park resembled a rousing Sunday morning service. The choir got the church in the spirit as members filed in for a Good Friday worship celebration. Now, Good Friday is a Christian holiday commemorating the crucifixion of Jesus and his death at Calvary. It's observed during Holy Week and may coincide with the Jewish observance of Passover. It's also known as Holy Friday.
Jesus has 7 last sayings, And so it's out of those sayings that even the messages are going to emanate today. And so that ends up being, of course, the prelude to Resurrection Sunday, Easter Sunday.
The meaning for many is that they have an opportunity to hear the Word of God, and it talks about how we as human beings can be resurrected from our situations, as Jesus Christ was resurrected, as he first hung on the cross and was buried, and on that third day he rose.
He died for the sin of the world, and just what he went through just to purchase our salvation. And that's what it's about, the cross.
And today's service featured 7 guest ministers. The celebration was followed by food and fellowship.